So, I welcome all of you for our tricks to track preparation of alkyl aryl halides. I classify these reactions in my style as RHPX reaction, replacement of hydrogen and placing a halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine reactions, replacement of functional group and placing a halogen atom reactions. Of course, this is addition reaction, replacement of hydrogen, placing halogen and breaking the CC bond reaction. Halogen exchange reaction. Let us see one by one. In the first category, you can replace the hydrogen of a sp3 hybridized carbon, as in the case of alkanes, using, say, a halogen, maybe chlorine and UV light. In this type of reaction, if all hydrogens are of one type, there is less risk. You can get maximum in case of methane 4 products like monochloromethane, dichloromethane, so on. In case of ethane, the situation is a little more complicated due to position isomerism. You get here 9 products. But the story is much more complicated if your alkane has different types of hydrogens like primary hydrogen, secondary hydrogen, tertiary hydrogen, etc. Since in this photochemical halogenation reaction, you are getting so many products and it is very difficult to separate them. Normally, to prepare a particular alkyl aryl halide, we don't go with this method. Can you guess, on monohalogenation, this fellow 2-methyl butane can give how many products? In fact, it can give 6 different products, which on distillation can be separated in 4 fractions. It is a challenging adjective question. Think it over, get me back if you don't get my point. Only on putting one halogen in different places, you are getting 6 products, including enantiomers. On fractional distillation, you get only 4 fractions. Anyway, this is a method like that. Please notice, always the tertiary hydrogen reacts much more faster than secondary hydrogen, which reacts faster than primary hydrogen. Keep that aside. In case of alkenes like this propene, you can replace this particular hydrogen with a halogen using something like N-bromosuccinimide or N-chlorosuccinimide, or say chlorine at high temperature. This type of replacement of sp3 carbon hydrogen from a propene like system is called allylic halogenation. If you are replacing hydrogen of sp3 carbon of this toluene, then this is called a benzylic substitution. All these are usually free radical reactions. However, if you want to replace hydrogen of benzene with a halogen, it is a special reaction called aromatic electrophilic substitution. Interestingly, here hydrogen goes out as H plus and incoming halogen comes in as X plus. X plus is surprising. Normally halogen like Cl, Br, they are usually Cl minus, Br minus. X is usually minus, but in aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions, somehow the X becomes X plus. How and why we will be seeing in detail later. Next, if you have a compound like aldehyde, again you can replace this sp3 carbon hydrogen in the alpha position using a suitable reagent. This is called alpha halogenation because the next carbon locative function group is called alpha carbon. What reagent is required for that? What is its significance? We can see later as usual. Even in acetic acid like molecules, you can replace alpha hydrogens with any halogen like chlorine, bromine, that is having a big name, Hell-Wohlford-Zielinski reaction. Don't worry about the name, Hell-Wohlford-Zielinski, what it is we see later on. But this is a broad classification where the replacement of hydrogen and placement of halogen type reactions. That's first part. Next part is, you clear it. Replacement of functional group and placing halogen For example, you can replace a functional group like alcohol and place halogen using a halogenating agent, say like PCl3. Or you can use PCl5 or SOCl2, or you can use a paste of ZnCl2 and concentrated HCl. And all these which are replacing OH minus with X minus, that is called nucleophilic substitution reactions. And these are halogenating agents. Why SOCl2 is the best halogenating agent? What is the significance of this paste of ZnCl2 and HCl, that is Lucas reagent? We will be seeing later on. But this is a method of replacing one functional group with halogen. Next variety is addition reactions. Addition means simply across a double bond or even a triple bond, you can add halogen atom. You can add HX and you will be getting CH3, CH2X. It can be HCl, HBr, HSO. If you are using X2, like Br2 for example, if you are using Br2 in carbon tetrachloride, you will be getting 1,2-dibromo alkane. Notice here the two Brs are added from opposite sides, hence it is called anti-addition. What is the significance of this reaction? You might have studied in 11th class that the red color of bromine is discharged by a compound that has unsaturation. But what is the significance of it? What is the significance of HX addition, especially in unsymmetric alkenes? All these details like Markovnikov rule and all, anti-Markovnikov, we study in detail in the next videos. But this is a strategy to prepare alkyl halides. Next you have the replacement of hydrogen, placing halogen, breaking CC bond. It is a very important type of reaction. For example, a compound like acetaldehyde can undergo a reaction with a halogen in presence of base. In here, the alpha hydrogens are replaced by halogen atoms, and this bond breaks, so you will be getting a compound like chloroform. In fact, what compounds can undergo this reaction to give products like CHX3 is a very important IITG question and competitive question. The CHX3 is called haloform. Haloform reaction is given by what type of compounds? We will be studying in one video later on. Finally, we are looking at, notice that in that reaction, X is added, CC bond is breaking. Halogen exchange reaction. If you have ethyl bromide, how to convert into ethyl iodide? Using KH for example. How to convert into ethyl fluoride? Here existing halogen has been exchanged by other halogen. This is particularly SWOT reaction. It is called Finkelstein reaction. And the details of these reactions. In fact, about SWOT reaction, there is a question in IITG in the year 2017. These are routinely asked questions. So we will be exploring all this. I hope you enjoyed the broad classification of the different types of reactions involved in preparation of alkyl halides in our own style. Now you are ready to scan the textbook. Come on, we'll do it later.